Hello, everyone. My name is Reverend Chris Enwerem. I'm a priest and a community leader. I have this passion that I really want to share, and this passion is about building relational power. And I've started this series. This is the second time. I decided to do it across different platforms. I'm doing it in one platform before in our alma mater platform, but I decided that I'm going to now do it in all different platforms. Now, some of those platforms that I'm doing it is a community platform. So building relational power. I just um, have two um, um, I want to look at it in a different ways about how we can build relational power. Now, what I want to achieve today is to recap from the previous video I did. And then I want us to look at the way we are taught to build powers. And then I'm going to be talking about briefly just look at the best way to build power through relationship. And then I will emphasize about the iron rule. Then I will summarize. This is not meant to be a very long video, but let's just look at recap from the first video I did. I said that building power relational is radical and very countercultural. It's radical, because it's not something that is just normal, and it is also countercultural. Now, how do we how are we taught to build relationship? You see, how do we how are we taught to build power? Look at the military. How do we build military power? It's by stocking sophisticated weapons. you know when you have a very sophisticated and powerful weapon, you say you are building the power. That's how we know how to build military power. Now, for politicians, to build power politically, what did they do? They find a ways to eliminate foes, and they advancing their position through negotiation, through compromise, and through force. So, another way we are taught to build to build power. Another way we are taught to build power is through in business, for instance, is by growing our corporation and increase our market share. That is how we are taught to build power. But now, the best way to build power is through relational. As I said in my first video on this subject, if you want to build relational power, is through relationship. And how did that happen? We're not going to go so details uh, on this my video, but in next video, I'm going to be bringing some characters that we can learn from. But now, how do you do relationship? Building relationship, you need to really understand the power of relationship. Now, there are things you need to have in mind. The first thing you need to have in mind is that you cannot do it alone. You have to agree that the way God created this world is that no one person has everything. So you need one another. You need to have that in mind before you can now think, how did I build relational power? Now, another thing you need to know is that, we talk about people being compatible, but it's not necessary uh, in this relational building. You're not looking for people you are compatible with. You're looking for people that you can build forces together. So once you understand that you need one another, maybe it's individual or group of people, you need one another. If you understand that, then you can now begin to do intentional building relationship. So, in summary, it is a radical step. It is countercultural to think about building power, relational, that will help you to engage in anything, that will help you to engage in public life, whether as a community or even as a family or as a community. So you need to really understand that everyone has something to offer. Now, I will summarize by giving iron rule. Iron rule: don't do for others what they can do for themselves. If you understand very well that people, everyone has something to offer in every situation. So we end it here. Next week, I'll go more details to begin to mention some characters that have that understood what it means to build power through relationship. Let me know what you think, and God bless you, and see you next week, same time. Bye for now.